Hey, what's going on? This is B from Kongs R Us, and welcome to The Next Level. This is my weekly podcast show where I bring you next level guests, things, community members that I think are absolutely next level. And forget about CES 2022. The news is come and gone. We're excited about Arcade1up, next cabs, and maybe the iArcade. But where the money's really at, y'all, is the BabyCade. That's right. Last year's sleeper hit of 2021, the Paw Patrol BabyCade or the Pac-Man BabyCade of your choice. It's been hacked, baby. And so I got my hands on one of these Paw Patrols, not in the most conventional way that you would have thought of. This is something that at, I believe, a $275 price point was beyond something that I was willing to pay for. But I was interested. I was intrigued when this product first came out. And I was like, if it's the right price, I might dabble in getting it. I have a 5-year-old daughter and a 10-year-old son. And I was like, hey, that might be fun for people that have kids. And I was like, what can you do to mod it? Because that's what I do. Like, we want to get the pro model version of the Paw Patrol. That's exactly what we're doing. We're doing Pro Series Paw Patrol and what it can be done. And so here's how I actually got the Paw Patrol BabyCade in the first place. Back in November, let me take you back a few months ago. My good buddy RevV from Put Your Quarters on the Glass hosted a Marvel superheroes tournament. And speak of the damn devil, because as soon as he heard his name, he was like, damn it, I think I need to join that stream because you've seen him everywhere. He's literally everywhere. What the hell?
Hey, how are you?
How are you, man?
I'm doing good, dude. I'm doing good. I kind of fell into Toontown and I haven't figured out how to fall out yet.
This is trippy. Like, who are you, man? You still got the same hairdo? Like,
hold
wow,
on, dude. I'll make it more friendly for you, bro. There we go. There we go. Come on, I'm here. How are you, man?
We're in an anime. All right, so we're talking about the Waffle House and Marvel versus the Marvel Superheroes Tournament 2 months ago. You take us back to that tournament and why this was such a huge deal in terms of prize pool support for folks that didn't know how this BabyCade, this version of the BabyCade, particular one, came to me.
Yeah, you know, first it was a long journey, man. I had a lot of work that put in, a lot of help from people like you, people like Webhead, who really kind of stepped up and helped. Office Arcade, Storm Queen. It's been awesome, but we decided, hey, we're going to do a Marvel superheroes tournament. I said, all right, let's do this. Let's knock it out right. We got the sponsorship, and the sponsorships kind of took off, which was awesome. So Daystar Solutions, Signs and Designs is still my sponsor. They're doing fantastic. They're the ones throwing up $1,000 for the prize support for the upcoming tournament. And then Arcade1up said, we're not going to be outdone. And they just came through with massive prize support. Now, it took a little bit because there's a shipping container shortage apparently, but they delivered on everything to all the prize support. So you yourself got a BabyCade, I believe, because you bartered your soul with Eddie Good or something like that.
This is true. So the prize support for this, and this is just footage from the Put Your Quarters on the Glass Marvel Superheroes Tournament, was first case a Simpsons Arcade1up. It hadn't been released yet. That was first place prize support plus cash. Second place was a countercade, a 2-player countercade. And then the third place prize was the BabyCade. And leading up into the tournament, there was hype like, hey, I want that BabyCade. It just seems to be like those things that wasn't available readily yet at the time. It was like this mystical thing that there was
crazy
about it. It was weird, right?
Crazy, man. People were everywhere you went, no matter where you went. All you saw was people just for that BabyCade, dude. It was absolutely insane. I don't know. I mean, what do you do? What do you do?
That's
right?
true.
But,
that's true. So what had happened was I found myself on the bubble in this third place matchup with Eddie Good. And you can see this I think it was a 1-5 matchup, but I didn't really have a shot, I believe, against Eddie Good. He's one of the best players, but you know, I had made it to 4th, which was already like amazing in my book. So I ended up in 4th place, which, you know, 4th place, all I got was this amazing sticker from Daystar Signs and Designs of Rev and New Sensation, by the way. I have good big plans for that. I might even put it on my BabyCade.
Nice.
Possibly. We'll see where it ends up. But that was my
Nice.
prize. So I talked to Eddie Good and was like, hey, Eddie, are you really going to do anything with that 3rd place prize of a BabyCade? And he looked at it and was like, no, not really. And so to Rev's point, I bartered my soul and or some cash money, a smaller discount than what it normally would cost, to help him out, to help me out. And I was like, this is gonna be like my bartered 4th place trophy. So this I consider not just a BabyCade. This is proof that I was on the bubble of getting this, and I was able to claw my way into some prize of a trophy. So that's how I think about it. I didn't spend the money on it. That's what I did with it. So there it is. That's how I got the BabyCade. But I'm excited for future prize support from Put Your Quarters on the Glass. Before we get into the BabyCade, I'm gonna do a full mod, by the way. For the rest of this video, we're gonna talk modding this shit out. But Rev, while you're here, and he's gonna help me kind of look at chat and monitor stuff, and you're tripping me out, man. But
Hold
you
on.
have
All right, I'll go back to more cultural appropriation there. What are we doing today, Shab?
Scan lines on the BabyCade. Sometimes you do have to just sell your soul. Thank you for being a member by the channel, Mad Astro Gaming. What do you have future planned for prize support, and what's happening in the Waffle House this week and next?
Yeah, so you know, I think this week is a unique week. This week we're looking at a few options. First options that we're looking at is knockouts being delivered left and right. That's right.
Okay.
OTG is taking on your man and my man Zohar, console fanboy, in a 1st to 10 super turbo match. Now let's be clear. There has been psychological warfare, you know, on this matchup, man. It has been insane. OTG has pulled no punches, right to the face, like all day long, just black eyes delivered. No matter how much Zohar was trying to bribe him, he was trying to convince him. He even had Goro step in and be like, hey, listen, like, can't we just play something other than super turbo? But that didn't work. Oh no, it did not. It was quite amazing. And what we wound up landing on was the Big Blue New World Orders holding them straight through it. So of course, you know, Zohar, what does Zohar do? He starts complaining. Well, like, if you came over and faced my Scorpion, I'd totally own you. Or my Sub-Zero. I'm really good at Sub-Zero. So he had to deal with all this kind of trash talk all week long. It's been insane. So I've been looking forward to this Friday. Now, afterwards, the show's going to be a long one because we have 16, 17 people signed up for a Marvel versus Capcom event. GVO says he's not going to make it, but he threw in $25 for 2nd place prize. So we're looking at 16 people where each team, the only rule is you have to have Mega Man's little sister Roll on your team. That's the only rule. If you don't have her, if you skip a match, you take a loss for that round, right? So it's very important. Now, I don't know how late we're going to get done, but this is going to be an insane match. The week after that, my friend, we already have like 12 people signed up for Big Blue Champions Edition. It's going to be insane. There's over $100 in prize support.
That's a Friday night tournament, not like a big tournament. It's still a Friday night tournament?
No, it's just a Friday night, man. Like,
all right. My
whole weekends are turning into me sleeping all day. Like, after Friday night, I'm spent, man. It's amazing. It's such a good time that it's just awesome. It's just truly awesome.
Awesome. Well, very cool. Well, thanks for being here, Rev. He's going to hang out backstage and help me out a little bit while I get into this. By the way, your camera's really trippy. Amazing kind of support, but thanks for being here. Talking a little bit how we got to the Waffle House. I'm going to take you backstage. I'm going to bring you back on in just a little bit when we get here. I have a couple of other guests before we get into talking about the Mystery Paw Mod itself. And one of those guys is somebody who, I don't know how he feels about BabyCades at all, but when I told him I got a BabyCade, he was like, no, B, why'd you do it? So I wanted to hear straight from this guy and his opinion on BabyCades, man. What's up, 19K Fox?
You see your friends making mistakes going down this road and you try to bring them back. You try to reel them in and then they say, oh, I already got it. So I don't know, B. I was actually kind of pumped about these when they first came out. And then my attention went to the 2-player countercades. So
Yeah,
I
okay.
can't hate on them too much. I'm interested to see what you come up with. Seriously.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
you're a modder as well. I've seen you do a couple things with countercades and
Oh, yeah.
you know, a lot of the hard mods, and I've seen your work. You do great stuff. And by the way,
Thank you.
first time 19K Fox is on my channel. You deserve a spot on the next level, sir, because I've seen your shit. You do some next level stuff. So we gotta do a whole show dedicated to like your modding process. So I'd love to kind of pick your brain at that point. But
anytime, yeah.
Today, what we're doing is a soft mod. So this is a mod of the stock PCB that we're using Mystery Encoder's Mystery Paw Mod. We're going to hack into the PCB, essentially mod it to load up RetroArch, but at the same time, still keep the stock interface. So this is like the future of modding some of these cabs where you don't have to lose the stock functionality. You don't have to get it with the Pi. You keep the same encoders. You do everything, and it's that type of mod. So any thoughts on kind of the things you've seen with the pinball mods or any of these soft mods that have been happening?
It seems to be that the HDMI breaking out of some of these smaller screens is really a challenge. I know with the 3rd generation, there's nothing yet as far as plug and play. I've experimented with a few different things. So I don't know. I'm kind of interested to see where you go with this. Do you think initially, I guess just one question, do you think this is the same screen they're using in that 3rd generation countercade or something?
I don't know. But I do know that Tom Garrett here, who's been on my channel, is part of Team Encoder. So he says that the PCB controls the connected PCB, micro USB, and full USD. It's an interesting board that's in there. And there's an EDP monitor connection instead of an LVDS. So EDP monitors are essentially like a laptop monitor. It's the same connection that At Games Legends pinballs use versus the typical 40-pin LVDS monitor that we've seen. So interesting. But thanks for joining and hanging out. Like, are you okay just hanging out and watching?
Absolutely.
And
no, absolutely. It's like having a front row seat here. It's going to be awesome.
You're kind of here for the mod. All right, sounds good. I'm going to take you backstage. I'm going to bring you on in just a second. And my last person that I want to bring on just to kind of show off, man, one of the originators of modding, when you think about third-party modding and you think about like, man, wouldn't it be nice if this like this arcade that has a really interesting Paw Patrol arcade, what if we lit up that marquee? And when you think about light up marquees, it's funny enough, somebody was asking me, John D was asking me like, hey, you should light it up, mod the hell out of that. I was like, this ability upgrades. What's going on, man?
Hey, what's up, B? How are you, brother?
Are you gonna light this up? Are you gonna light up the Paw Patrol mod?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
I'm gonna light that bad boy up. I got my grandson one for Christmas. He loves it to death. But not only am I gonna mod it, I am gonna light that bad boy up.
Yeah, I did see that you got one, and I thought you were excited for it. And man, so it's interesting. I think you were following, but when I heard that you were gonna be modding it, and you said, hey, I'd like to mod it. I'd like to see it lit up if it's gonna sit in an arcade. So talk about the process for doing that, because I can tell you right now, this is not your standard Arcade1up machine, right? This is kind of white plastic. Like, what is your concept for actually doing a lit marquee into this thing?
From what I gathered from the pictures on the Encoder's website, I think when you open it up later on, you're gonna see a micro connection go to barrel. So I automatically that power supply, yeah, it's right there if you can see it. There's barrel connection for power. Right there is 5 volts in. So I'm thinking we could jump off of that with a Y splitter and get a lit marquee inside that base and get it up in front.
And then, but the whole thing is solid white plastic. And so I think we were talking beforehand that the idea is to actually just add an LED strip into this and then just kind of light up the whole thing. So like,
my assumption is to take the whole thing apart from the side and see if I can go through that marquee section on the side. If it's enclosed the way you're saying, yeah, a minor hole to get in there, but enough to get in there to get a lit marquee in there. It's totally possible. I just don't want to throw too many ideas out there because I don't want anyone beating me to the punch.
I think you have the market cornered on somebody wanting to do a Paw Patrol.
Yeah, I think I can get it done. I mean, I think the way I'm visualing it, it's possible, and it'll be just pretty cool.
Yeah, well, awesome. Well, thanks for being here. And so as a treat for those that are watching, Angel here talking about what he wants to do, you wanted to give away something, right? So
Yeah,
what
for
did you want to do?
anyone out there who literally pulled the trigger and got their child or their grandchild, just like me, an actual Arcade Junior. I want to see that support, and not only for Arcade1up, but for the kids out there, because we all have kids out there that want to have fun when we're playing the cabinets. So if you literally jumped the gun and you bought one of these for your grandchild or your child, send me a photo on Messenger, and let me see that. And the first 10 will get a light up kit and a sticker kit for the coins.
He's giving away free light up kits once he gets in there to the first 10 people that message a picture of your Paw Patrol BabyCade specifically to Angel, either on Facebook Messenger or I threw your email into the chat at thisabilityupgrades@gmail.com. So either one of those, first 10 people, free light up kit. I mean, that's for those that missed out on a BabyCade and wanted to get it. 19K Fox, Rev, you guys are jealous now that you guys are gonna get your.
Funny thing is, I sent Rev a picture of my grandson's cabinet with a quarter on it, so I'm still waiting for that challenge to be accepted.
Nice. Rev, what are you thinking about these mods and things that we're doing? You're just a trip, man.
First, I want to call out my boy 19K Fox. I haven't seen him at the Waffle House yet, and I'm disappointed in him. Any man from Kentucky, any man worth his bourbon in Kentucky will defend his Marvel 2 cab in the background. Now, with that being said, I think that BabyCade, my friend, with the disability upgrades is going to be hands down too sweet. You know what I'm saying? Can I get a too? You know what I'm doing there, bud. Come on now. All right. 19K, I appreciate you being on here, man.
I mean, throwing massive bombs, man. Of course, I will be the one to defend the bourbon.
Hey, 19K,
I will defend the honor of the waffles that are in the Waffle House.
Are you okay? Hey, let me ask you a question, man.
Yeah.
Why so serious?
How did you get those scars?
You know, you want to know? I can tell you.
All right. Very cool. All
I
right,
like
so
it, baby. I like it. I'm sorry. I'm done playing around. I'll be
okay.
That's
All
pretty
right.
cool.
I found a new toy. I'm sorry. It was like literally an hour
You
before
went really fast. You went 0 to 100 with that toy. He was like, "Hey, I think I have this really cool new filter I want to show off."
Bro,
He's
check
like,
it out. Do you want nostalgia on your show? This is nostalgia. I love that game.
"Oh my goodness." That's so funny. Rev's gonna give us all nightmares. Well, thank you so much for the entertainment. I appreciate it.
I went off. I gotta fix it.
He went away.
I gotta fix this. Hold on.
Hey, sorry about that.
That's okay. All right. Well, Angel, thanks for hanging out. You're welcome to hang out backstage if you want to see this. But we're gonna do the rest of this show and talk about this mod. So again,
I'm already getting hit with messages. So Steve Stark is that first guy.
All right, there it is. Thank you so much for that. Okay, thanks,
Awesome.
Angel. We'll see you next time.
No
all right.
problem. See you
Hey,
soon.
Angel, before you go,
What's up?
When do you want to be on the Waffle House? Call the date and time, bro. You got VIP treatment, my man. You tell me when. And whose ass do you want to whoop? That's the real question.
Oh, really? Wait, what are we talking about? Street Fighter or Killer Instinct?
KI I don't got yet, maybe. Once I get KI, you got it, man. It's your call.
All right, Killer Instinct. We could do that. Mortal Kombat. We could do a Street Fighter. I'll let you beat me a little bit, but I don't mind. Just
No. Who do you want to fight, man? I'll make it work. I'll have my boys go out. We'll break his kneecaps. We'll put him in front, and then you can just handle work, son. Listen, I want it, baby. You are the reason why I got that Bobby Vu cab, man, that I sent off. Donated that up to your boy. I'm telling you, man, Glenn's Retro Show loves that thing.
I like to do some one hand. I like to do some one hand wheelchair boxing. If you could set that up.
I'll see what I can do, man. I'll see what I can do. I'm gonna get welcome to die. Kong can get welcome to die easily for you, guaranteed.
Nice.
Hey, well, before you go, I actually do have somebody else that just joined the stream, and I wasn't sure if he was gonna make it, but he's the reason why I'm even doing the stream right now. The one, the only, your favorite asshole and mine, Mystery Encoder.
Nice.
Can you hear me?
We can, good sir. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Yeah, look at you, man, making babies' dreams come true with the Paw Patrol mod. So what's going on? Why did this come about? How did this happen?
I don't know. It started off as a joke, and then it was just actually funny to do it, right?
It was, and like it's like one of those challenges. Like, if you can you? Because I think there was people that were like, when the BabyCade first came out, it was like, what mods could you do? Some people were like, oh, looks like it can float. What if this is like a poolcade where you make it float and play games too? I don't know. I don't think it's waterproof though, but
A toilet cade.
a toilet cade. Oh, it's perfect for sitting
I don't
down.
I don't think a pool or a toilet cade would work very well.
Don't think so. But how are you, man?
Good. A lot of
All
stuff
right.
going on that you know about personally, but otherwise good.
Yes. And we have some people that are saying, hey, nostalgia, I mean, who
Ah,
knows?
funny.
Who knows?
I don't know.
All
I don't know
hail.
nothing about that.
He's not about that, not about that. But okay, so let's get into it. The rest of the stream, we've been talking for 20 minutes. Thank you all the guests that have been here talking about the BabyCade. You launched a new resource for the community that I don't know if people have really seen or talked about it. So for those that don't know what this is a brand new resource of a site called Team Encoder.com, and this first got a post on December 15th, but there's a couple of resources here for those that have been looking. Where is the A1 pinner mod? Where's Mystery Paw live? What is the Team Encoder site? Can you tell us a little bit about this site and why you put it together?
It's a easy way to access information about what we as a team, because it's no longer just me doing work on these mods, are working on, as well as information around troubleshooting or going back to stock or so on. I mean, there's been so much misinformation passed around and just people not necessarily understanding things. So why not make an official guide?
It's so they don't keep asking me in the YouTube comments, where the fuck is this stupid mod? Nobody's sharing links. So to steal a word from your book, I know. I feel a little. Whenever Mystery Encoder and you're on the stream, it just brings this side out of me, right? The F-bombs may or may not be coming out, but you don't have to ask me anymore. You can go to this website because the latest and greatest will be here. So for folks that are, the previous content we did was the A1 pinner mod. All the stuff that you can get, the latest 3.1 version is here. You don't have to search and scrounge Facebook or Discord. It's there with some great instructions as well as some FAQs and things here. So check it out. I highly encourage it. And it's there. And Team Encoder, man, like it's great to see that you have a team of folks working on this, because this is not easy stuff. But while we have you here, anybody else, 19K Fox, Rev, Disability, do you have any questions or anything you'd like to say to Mystery Encoder?
Thank you for all you do, whoever you are.
Thank you, Nostalgia. No.
When you gonna quit ducking me, bro?
What are you talking about? I'm not ducking you at all. Fuck you.
No, dude, I love it, man. I gotta tell you, I played your pinball mod on Kong's V-Pin.
Oh yeah, you were over there.
It's beautiful work, dude. It's beautiful work. It really is, man. Like,
hey, man, it's labor of love between a few of us. It's not just me.
Yeah, you guys are.
And without people like Kong,
crazy skills.
Hey, don't let that note on the website fool you. He's a very nice guy. He's been very patient, very helpful with me. I mean, he's literally reached out with me on Discord, and he's just an awesome guy for what he does.
Look at that. Look at stepping up his customer service. How about that? It's not just about the FUs to anybody. It's about the community. So we're going to now cut to doing this. I'm going to do a live installation, attempting this on my Paw Patrol. Before I do that, I'm actually going to turn this on. Just so you guys, if nobody's ever seen what this looks like being on in a second, let's do that first so you guys can see what it looks like previously. But the cool thing is it keeps the stock stuff. So most of this stuff, did I just get rid of somebody? Oh, I got rid of you. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to get rid of you. I wanted to move this. Let's add in the Paw Patrol and turn it on. The weird thing about the Paw Patrol, once you turn it on, the on switch, is this the same as yours? It goes the opposite direction. No? Or is that just mine? It turns on to the left.
I don't know. There was a few times I turned it off while trying to turn up the volume.
Yeah, it is to the left.
Yeah? Because you know how your on switch on most apps goes to the right? This one goes to the left. That was like one of the first things I was like, why is this super funky? But here's the user interface of the Paw Patrol, just so you guys can see it and what it looks like. It opens up
that way.
It's
like
pretty
10
light.
pounds.
It's like 20 pounds, if anything.
So the whole thing is plastic. It's all just... Okay.
That's it. Three little games.
Fisher Price Arcade1up right there.
That's crazy. Like a big wheel.
Yeah,
Yeah.
3 little Android games, 2 buttons, a volume switch, an actual home button that actually is shaped like a home button, right? And then a start button over here if you need it.
No,
This
that's
is
a
a
live
baby
button.
crack
What are you
pipe right
talking
here.
about?
We're
What is
looking
this?
at a baby crack
This
pipe.
is the live
No,
button?
no, I was saying the home button was a live button. I was making a joke about the other cabs.
Yeah. I was like, oh, I'll believe you, whatever you say, Mystery Encoder. Like, you can tell me this shit could cook waffles for you, and I believe you. But all right, so these
No,
games
that's the pinball PCB.
How's that ball top? How's that ball top? Oh my god.
That's it. This is a racing game. You want a racing cab? This is the racing cab you've been waiting for. It's the Paw Patrol racing game. You don't need
Finally.
an Act Games Legends
So-
racer. You can duck trees and other Paw Patrol folks on
So
the
fun
cab.
fact, these are all JavaScript and HTML web games that they had on iPhone and they just ported to
Right?
this thing.
Right?
No, like literally that's what they are. When you
Oh
look
my
at the
god,
software.
I can't believe people dude. God bless. A fool and his money are soon parted. Amen.
Maybe not, right? Now
But
my kid has a multicade.
Bro, if
But-
you can
but
get this in
in
my bathroom
reality,
with Marvel versus Capcom, you got me.
But in reality, if you paid the Arcade1up price, which was 2 something, then yeah, I see where you're coming from. But Walmart had these for $179. You got to admit, for your son or your grandchild, $179 is not a bad price.
Is that what it turned out to be? 179? I thought they were over 200.
Yeah,
Yeah, I paid the
No, yeah,
Walmart
the
had 'em.
price.
Yeah, 179.
179.
Mhm.
What
Okay.
Tom said is true, by the way. This thing has better sound than any Arcade1up I've ever used.
And it's all plastic hollow.
No, it's not.
No, I'm not joking.
Really?
That's not a joke whatsoever. The sound actually
Yeah.
sounds really good on it.
Do you
for
think
some
it's because
reason.
the whole thing is just molded as one piece? The
I'm
acoustics?
guessing so. Like the acoustics are actually really good on it.
That kind of
Yeah,
makes
because
sense.
it's molded one piece. That's why.
Yeah, that's funny. Talking about sandwalls, right? Unique controls. I think these buttons actually do feel a little bit better than the Arcade1up. They're
No,
the
they don't.
convex.
No
No, they're
way.
convex.
I have
Look,
to get one now. Oh, I
yeah,
have to get one
these
now.
2 buttons are like oversized. You need it for people that want to play the oversized
Don't get
version
one.
of the games.
Don't
Is
get
that
one.
how
Oh my
Rev-
god.
Is that how
19K,
Rev finally
please, dear
beats you at
God,
Street
don't get one.
Fighter?
No, I think you're right, Kate. Yeah, I think I probably should.
All right. Funny enough, Tim says, "Can Mrs. Kongzers climb inside?" You might see a little short video later on to see what happened when she tried to get inside.
She
So
can wear it as a
I
hat,
did.
maybe. It's a little too small.
Yeah, it ended up looking like a turtle shell. It was like on her back. She tried to sit on it. So
So we're gonna
Alright, these
hear
are the
like
Pro
they
Series
finally
grades.
listened. They upgraded the buttons and joysticks.
yeah. Okay, so here is the Mystery Paw website. We're gonna get into this, and then essentially this is the user interface for Mystery Paw Encoder. This is a web channel that talks about. Well, this is a web channel, a link to PW that covered some stuff. Maybe this video might end up here as well. But here is where Mystery Paw can be found. It is more instructions to the mega file download. So like this will take you to mega so that you can download this as well. There's all instructions with even screenshots 1 by 1 removing this plastic right here.
Oh, wow.
So we already did that. We're going to get into the real PCB that's hidden behind the plastic and get access a couple of different micro USB ports as well as a USB-A port. There's also an option for an SD card that you can use as well. So this PCB is unlike most that we've ever seen before in any of these other cabs. So just seeing this from the get-go is like they're using something different than their standard Arcade1ups, including that EDP cable. So Mystery Encoder, just talking about the PCB,
That's weird.
like when you saw this, what were some of the things that stood out to you from this compared to the other Arcade1up PCBs you've seen?
So there actually is a Frogger countercade that uses the exact same PCB. And that's the only one we found so far. But I mean, it's weird because they actually hid the USB port and the SD card port under that piece of metal.
Yeah,
There's no
Wow.
hole for it.
Wow.
that's right. So
So when
this is
Kong starts
covered-
looking at it, if he shows you the other side of that metal casing, they made it apparent that those weren't there, right?
Oh, okay. I know with the Super Pac-Man countercade, that was there and it was actually embossed. They actually called it out. And it
Yeah.
didn't have a heat sink like this one does.
Those are
Kinda
so
weird.
nostalgia's hands. Look at that.
So do the countercades use an EDP connection for their smaller?
It's a 40-pin ribbon cable, yeah.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah, it is.
Okay. Interesting. So yeah, this is the USB-A cable or slot. This is that. And then once you get access to that, it's pretty much, if you follow any of the pinball mods, very similar, where we're going to connect the PCB to the PC. It's going to register it. It's going to be installing some drivers. It's going to install actual Mystery Paw to the PCB. And then we have to use an external USB drive. I'm going to use one of these little tiny ones right here. There's 128 gigabyte SanDisk right here. And then we're going to load up the games on a USB and put it in here. And that's pretty much it. Once it's in there, you know, it's up to you to actually install what you want to. So there's no ROMs or anything that's included in this pack. This is literally just the shell on how to do it. And this is just you put together a gracious list of games that might be compatible, essentially running through RetroArch here. So this is it. There's nothing that's included. So don't expect this to be a pre-set up image, y'all. This is where you got to go through the work, find the ROMs, if you will, through your best friend Google, and you can add it here yourself. Rev, what are you laughing at?
It's like I'm gonna give you the gun. I'm gonna point you in the direction. I'm gonna load the chamber. I'm gonna give that dude money over there and you're gonna be hungry and bored and homeless. But don't break the law.
Don't do it. Do not.
If
right?
there was a legal way to purchase ROMs,
implications. Like, I wish he was in Lebanon or something where this wouldn't matter. And he's like, here's the full meal deal. Like, one of the things that keeps me away from Fightcade is the struggle with the ROMs, right? Like, I struggle with that kind of stuff. I'm a monkey. So, like, I love the plug and play aspect of Arcade1up. Like,
absolutely.
Again, I love what you do, man. I just wish you were in Lebanon where you could finish it off and make the package perfect, you know?
there's people out there that make arcade images. Let them do it.
Yeah. No, I get it.
This is true. This is true.
It's
All
not
right, so
worth
we're-
the risk.
I'm
we're gonna-
wondering how soon they're gonna gut one of these and put it in a partycade or a regular cabinet.
A
I
full-size
also
Paw
shared a-
Patrol?
I also shared a picture in your private
Yeah.
chat. Somebody sent me this picture where they had modded the control panel to add light up buttons and added an additional button.
Oh, really?
no.
Okay, I'll pull that up
So-
in a second so that we can see that. But
Yeah.
yeah, we'll go through the basic mod install right now just for everybody, and I'll probably maybe I'll do a full-on tutorial. This is more like a show to talk about this, but this is meant to be a live demo at the same time because that's what I do, and hopefully it works because I've not modded this yet, Mystery Encoder. So hopefully this is as easy as you say it is. So this is the first actual Mystery Paw file. So I'm just going to use 7-zip to unzip this. You can use RAR or WinRAR, whatever. I downloaded this, and this is the media pack. So what's the media pack, just for folks, so I can explain that a little bit more later on? Like, why did you provide the media for everything?
So the hardest thing with ROMs when you obtain them is obviously scraping for, descriptions of games, images of games, cover art, all of that stuff. This is just including a good set of random kids games with the videos and game list already included with that stuff there. So at that point, the ROMs basically become drag and drop.
Awesome. Yeah. So at that point, and I did that myself. I actually looked up your list on the MAME on your website that had kind of your list of games that were there. Because again, here you already provide, a media list, a pack of stuff, and you list kind of some of the games that already have some of the media. So if you literally Google these things here for these different emulators, you can grab your own games, and that's what I did to get this working. And I swear I extracted it, but I don't know where I extracted it to. I extracted it to my desktop, but did it go somewhere else? Do you guys see it?
How many buttons can you mod? Can you get it up to a 6-button?
No, so the stock control panel, I didn't know this. The other guy that did this actually figured it out. Apparently they're using the same control panel as they use on the Pac-Man BabyCade, so there's an extra area for a button, and they literally cut the wire and left it there.
Wow.
On the control
Nice.
panel. So he just, I guess he either soldered or wired it back on and got a third button, and it worked out of the gate. He configured it in RetroArch and started using the third button.
Nice.
There's a warehouse manager in Shenzhen, and he was like, I could either give my people lunch break, or I could just have them cut the wire, and we'll save a lot of. Go ahead and cut the wire. You don't get a lunch. Go ahead. Get these
Ultimately,
Arcade1up
it's
boards ready.
it's about saving money when it comes to fabbing boards like
Right.
that. That's why we're seeing a lot of the boards be the exact same between a lot of these cabs, because there is no reason to make it different, right? I mean, the control board that's in a lot of the larger scale Arcade1ups are pretty much the same between all of them.
And I just want to cut out, if you missed any of the FUs, Mystery Encoder did include a README here that definitely has a little calm down from your old READMEs, but there's some good stuff in here. There's some good information, but the customer service is on point. It's for kids. That's right. This is the Mystery Paw version of the README file.
You couldn't curse out a bunch of kids.
Yeah.
Was the opening line "Merry Christmas, all you assholes"?
I don't know what you're talking about. Isn't that how you
Merry
address
Christmas,
kids?
you filthy animals. All right, so
Right? Oh, dude.
Fuck you from Santa.
Let's go back here. I'm going to stop sharing this particular screen right over here, and we're going to go full screen on this Paw Patrol mod so you guys can see the process. So on the back of the actual PCB, there is a white piece that I removed, right? So sorry, this is hanging dangerously. It's very lightweight. There is no back, by the way. This is essentially how it comes. It's just empty and hollow. So there's no other backing for this, by the way. Afterwards, then you just unscrew that metal part that's hanging. So this is still connected to that on-off switch. So I'm gonna turn this from the on position to the off position. That's the first thing you do, and you can kind of just leave it. And then we're gonna use this micro USB slot that's next to the power cable to be able to connect to our TZ. So that's pretty much it. I'm gonna do this really fast. And did you run into any issues, Mystery Encoder, while you're doing this?
It's kind of wild that that's just wide open.
Yeah, it is. But I guess we don't really look at the back of our cats too often, huh?
Fox.
Well, I'm thinking for kids, they're going to grab this, kind of push it over. They might get in there and yank on a wire.
So this whole thing actually is covered by like a white plastic cover too.
Okay, I got it.
I removed the white plastic cover already. I should go grab it to see what it looks like. But yeah, once this is on, there's a whole white plastic cover, and then the only thing that's visible is this little micro USB cord to plug in the power. So that's the only thing that's visible.
That's not as bad as I thought it was.
Yeah, that little micro USB there is deceiving. I tried to plug into that, and I'm like, why isn't the PCB connecting to my computer? So you pull off everything, and then you realize, like, oh, it's literally just connecting to a DC jack on the board.
So this is just a 5-volt power source to the board?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Kong, am I correct? That's a barrel connection, right? A male connection on that for the power?
Yep. Yeah, so when you open this up...
I'm thinking that you can jump off of there for the LED.
Yeah, you can Y-split off of this for sure, and then connect this to the LCD.
Exactly. Yeah.
Hey, Mr. Encoder, you want to light up Marquee? Angel, can you hook this guy up?
I'm trying to... I'll make this public. I've been trying to hook him up with a table, the table, the infinity table, so he can mod that.
Yo, that would be tight, actually.
That's really a request.
Exactly.
I don't know if you could request Mystery Encoder, but maybe you can. Is that something that's ever tickled your fancy, doing more stuff?
I have no comment.
No comment. He does not take
no
the
comment.
That means it's in the works,
I'm gonna
kids.
fuck you later on for that.
Yo, Fox, how much whiskey and bourbon you think you could hide in there if you needed to? That's at least a half cask.
I think you could definitely. Oh yeah, you're talking about a case, bro. You could definitely sneak that in.
Bro,
there.
you could put.
So I've just plugged in the PCB into my computer, and I'm gonna flip the switch, and then it should detect now. Is that right?
So one thing that you might want to do is disconnect the DC jack. The
really?
micro USB is enough to power the PCB.
Oh, you don't even need it. Okay.
No, and one of the weird things about these is that the micro USB doesn't obey the power switch. So if micro USB is connected, you have power, period.
Oh, okay. So I don't need to do that step where I thought I heard something when I pressed it. So okay. So can I just click install drivers?
Yeah, you can try.
All right.
You don't have to time the turn on, huh? Interesting.
I want to just click install driver. Okay. This is how easy it can be.
How much was this? 150?
179.
179 or 140, 150. Yeah, 179. And it doesn't come with the stool.
By the way, Kong, we don't see your computer if you're doing.
Oh, you don't? Oh, that's right, because I'm not screen sharing the computer portion anymore. That's right. Okay, so let me go back to this. There it is.
Rev, it doesn't come with the stool like they advertise it. So I guess it's like another 150 for a stool, but no.
I don't want it. If it doesn't have the stool, I'm done. Forget it. That kills the
No,
collection right there.
you could go to IKEA and you can go to IKEA and get the same matching color and they'll have the backrest for less than $30-$40.
Dude, those
Should I-
damn stools. Every time we buy a stool,
I'm gonna
Scott
disconnect and
Backrack
restart.
burns $100 bill.
Yeah, where did the driver installer go?
Oh, where's your APK files, man?
You don't need it.
He had it.
Alright.
It's waiting for the application to close, but he must have closed it in a weird way or something because it's.
Oh.
So I would close the program because it's saying that you didn't install
Alright,
the driver.
Let's do it one more time. I'm gonna connect. I'm gonna open the program. I probably should have read through the whole README file for the first time, but like I have live tech support from everybody. Like, hey, how do you light up your marquee? Hey, how do you put a scary face on your face? All right, detect PCB but no driver installed. Please use the install driver option. So I heard the sound. We're gonna hit install drivers. It's going to install. This is the Arcade driver assistant. Install driver OK. Do I leave this kind of
No, you exit this.
exit this portion?
Yep.
Okay, and then it says if PCB is not detected, please disconnect and reconnect USB cable.
You're not on Windows 11, are you?
No, this is the Windows 10. Yeah, this is live troubleshooting at its best. Is at this point, if ideally it should go straight to step 2.
Yeah, I mean, disconnect it and reconnect it and see what it does.
All right, let's do it.
Number one tech tip: turn it off, turn it back on.
That's right. That's troubleshooting
That's what it says.
101.
Yep. It's legit. It works.
Okay, yeah, it's broken. Good job.
This is where I should have tested this beforehand to see if it works and everything.
Go into the tools folder and see if you can run the driver installer as admin. I don't know if the Mystery Paw stuff is running as admin. No, it's in driver top.
Okay.
Colin,
Then
this
just
is why
right-click
none
on
of my
that
machines ever turn
and
off
run as
either
admin.
right here.
You know, Rev, I think the sidewalls to that thing are probably hollow. You could fill that with spray foam and turn this
So-
into a badass cooler.
Can you also
Bro.
open Device Manager
Yeah.
just to see if what it shows up
Bunch
as?
of ice, 6-pack. Yeah,
Paw Patrol baby BabyCade.
damn right.
Yeah, dude.
This thing is practically waterproof. You could use
I
it in
don't
the
see it.
toilet, man.
See, there you go.
I'm
Oh,
saying
up at the top. There you go. Class for rock USB devices.
like a super long straw, so when you play, you don't have to move. The straw just
Oh,
goes right
yeah.
into your mouth, like Ronnie Chang says. Hit the button, and the booze goes right to your mouth.
Outstanding.
Double click, or,
See?
yeah,
I
that.
like
yeah.
where your head's at.
Okay, cool.
That's right.
Dude,
Yeah. Click driver.
let's be real. I don't want to interrupt him.
Click details. Or like at the top, not that one. Whatever that works. Top one too. And then go down, drop that down, and then go to hardware IDs.
Rev, you're in this drive.
I'm what?
It says Rev 999999.
Oh, don't do that, bro. Don't do that. I don't want to be associated with your computer.
Is this the same PC that you're streaming on?
Correct.
Oh shit. Okay.
All right. Well, this is fun, everybody. So this is where it can come in. I don't know how many people have actually tried to do this live ever. I don't.
Hey,
think
if it all fails, just restart your computer. That's what always fixes it.
Just reboot the whole thing, right?
That's why I asked if he was streaming from that computer.
All right, that's okay. We can do this from another way too.
Yeah, I mean, you can try your laptop, right?
I can. What do you want to do? So, folks, I haven't even watched comments
Same
at all.
exact thing.
What's that? Oh, just do the same
exact
thing like
run
on a
it
different
there.
laptop?
Yeah, I don't know why it's not detecting it.
All right, that's all it's supposed to. That's actually another good troubleshooting tip. If one laptop that you're working on isn't working, try a different one. Was another kind of thing that people had issues with. I have this laptop that's in front of me. I have another laptop that's over here. So why not? Let's do it. We can
Tom
troubleshoot
literally
this
has
live.
a house full of computers.
Oh, specifically for this purpose. It's like when Mystery Encoder's bullshit doesn't work, I can try 50 other computers before it does, right?
Yeah. Tom says that he had the same issue closing the app and switching USB ports. Fixed it.
Oh, try that then.
All right, let's go. Team Encoder. This is why there's a team here.
It's been tested. I guarantee it's been tested by at least 2 people.
It's been tested.
Number
Okay.
3. I'm sorry, but that's how many fucking Paw Patrol arcades they sold, all right? There's only 3 of them in existence.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, I got mine.
Oh, sorry, 4. 4. I misspoke.
Oh, actually, it said it. It said Mystery Paw driver detected, and then I just unplugged it. Dang it. Okay.
Oh, shit, Tom.
Look, I can press this now, right?
We don't see anything.
Oh, shoot. Sorry. Now I got to share my screen one more time. One more time. One more time.
You also got a $2 super chat, man.
Oh, do I?
You
What
do?
does it say?
From Stringer Films, $2. Did I hear someone? Oh, there it is. Did I hear someone say it's waterproof?
That's another
I
show
said
that
that,
does
yeah.
waterproof testing
I
with
don't
their
know if it's
Arcade1up
waterproof,
products for sure. I've
I would
never
not
ever
touch
water
that.
tested any of my products, but that's a funny. Thanks for the $2 super chat. I appreciate that. Stringer Films. All right, so we're back.
I think it's safe enough to put in.
This showed up. That means I can press it. No?
Yeah, go ahead.
Writing new root flash. There it is. Okay, so if all else
Nice.
fails, just restart it and keep
And
it going.
switch USB ports.
I like how he monkey proofs it. Do not interrupt this with like 4 exclamation points. Like you are full on deepity if you mess this up.
It's necessary.
Yeah,
I like
that's
that.
too funny.
Yeah.
I gotta turn off all these
Yeah,
Discord messages.
Personally, I don't know what was going on or why it wouldn't detect it, but I'm assuming it's some kind of weird glitch with the driver where the computer needs to be restarted or you just use a different USB port.
And so if at first you don't succeed, try and try again and complain at Mystery Encoder and team
Yes.
until
If
it
you
works.
complain at any one of us, the most you'll get is a fuck you back. So
It's not bad.
He's not wrong, probably. He's definitely not wrong. Okay. So while we're waiting for this, when you finished the mod, what was like the first thing your I forgot what you named your son in the
I didn't
the
name
readme
that.
file.
He named himself that.
Did he?
I asked him what his secret alias was, and he said Ninja Turtle.
His Ninja Turtle. His Ninja Turtle. What does Ninja Turtle like to play on the modded Mystery Paw game?
The whole reason he came up with Ninja Turtle is he wanted to play Ninja Turtles on it.
Makes sense. So if
Now,
you
I can
wanna
see
play-
one of these green Ninja Turtles. I mean, they should totally do that.
Yeah, make a shell on the back too, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, the whole thing. Yeah, textured
Classic
and then
shell.
partner with Nintendo. They could totally do that.
This is Stringer Friends with another $2 super chat that says, "Careful, if you break it, it won't float." That's quite possible. That's quite possible. You know, I've been needing to update my kind of brand thingies with new Mrs. Kong's R Us things, including her stepping into my Tron. I might get a new video of her stepping into the BabyCade that will add into her. But for folks that want to see some Mrs. Kong's R Us, this is a quick video for her.
Bedtime.
It is Big Blue playing time. That's what it is. What the hell?
That's a preview of 6 hours from now.
It's probably about 30 minutes from now because I am live streaming during dinner time, which is a faux pas in the household, but
Oh boy.
that's what it is. All right, so we did it. So we finished. No error displayed above. We can assume that things are installed successfully. You can now prep a USB. We're on to step 3. It's literally 1, 2, and 3. So we're going to click on the step 3. It's going to look for a USB drive that is not plugged in right now because I had it over here. There it is. Okay, so I have a SanDisk 128 gigabyte drive. It's a little short one. So I think on the README file, you said you can also use an SD card, but we're just going to write this from scratch and then add on the file. So it's blank, it's empty, nothing inside. Maybe we're going to hit the refresh button, and there it is. exFAT 115 gigabytes. It says show non-removable drives. You can format the drive or install Mystery Paw on USB. There it is. Bing. Bang, boom.
So
Is that
something to
not-
note, since you didn't read the README, is that if you use a USB stick, you have to cut the metal for it to fit.
I did see that. Yeah. So, but Tom was saying that it's very bendy, so you can just kind of like bend it to make it somewhat work.
I don't think
But-
people want to bend their kids' arcades.
If you want to keep this in premium condition, you know.
Yeah,
Don't
but
hurt the
it's
resale
the,
value.
it's the short one, so I don't think I'll have to do much modding to the metal part because it's the small one, so it's not like sticking out as much. So we'll make it work. We'll make it work.
Attacking the BabyCade. When do I get to play with it?
I know. Where can I play with it? All right, so this is done. This is done. Let's open up our USB drive now and see what's on it. So on our USB drive, this is Emulation Station, RetroArch, and the Paw Patrol stuff. There's another USB README file here that says a quick rundown of what's here on your USB. Don't suggest modifying this stuff if you don't know what you're doing. There's Paw Patrol, the Paw Patrol launch, a ROMs folder. Emulation start and select buttons are intentionally not mapped to prevent kids from screwing up. So that's just kind of like, you know, kids can't exit accidentally. And then this is stuff that can be configured. And then USB must be inserted into the hidden USB port under the metal. So the PCB is capable of a lot of stuff. There's a lot of cores. So essentially, we're going to be trying to run some Game Boy Advance games, NES games, and MAME games are what I put on here. So if you go here under ROMs, there's all these folders, but you will not find anything here. There's nothing here for you to find. So use Google as your best friend. Everybody turn away to know where to get your ROMs, because I'm going to add some on here. The most faux pas thing that we do in our community. So don't ask and don't tell. But here's my Mystery Paw game.
I want to take this off camera.
These are
You know,
legal backups of the games that you own.
exactly. We all have backups of these games and the list of things. They are in the Internet Archive forever. If you ever want to Google where to find these things, exactly.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm just going to copy over my list of things into here, and we'll get that going. And then also with your media pack that you downloaded, you made this very, very easy. So this is the media pack for these different ROM sets. So if you open up MAME, for example, the downloaded images already has the scraped images and files for these games. So these are just sample images that are pre-scraped to run and work. So I would highly recommend doing this and grabbing this. There's a custom games XML list that's here. All you need to do is also just copy this entire folder structure into the ROM section here as well. So I'm going to do that. And then after that, I assume we should be prepped and ready to roll. Am I missing anything, Mystery Encoder?
Just to fuck you.
What's the limitation, would you say, like on this PCB for the BabyCade? Like up to what? Genesis the top?
Well, I mean, limitation really is based on the controls themselves. You have 2 buttons and a joystick, technically 3 if you count the other button.
Okay.
Now, can you use the USB port for a joystick, another control?
That's a great
Theoretically, yes. Has it been tested? No.
Oh, so you can't put a 2-player.
I mentioned that to my other kid that's older, because he was kind of jealous when the other kid got his own little multicade. And it's like, well, we could technically plug an Xbox One controller into it, and RetroArch should automatically recognize it.
Okay.
So
yeah, it's possible to have 2 players.
Yeah, I mean, at that point, you're running the mod either on a hub or the SD card, though.
Right. Okay. That's good.
All right. We are 25 seconds away from doing this. Go ahead.
You can connect like a USB cable with the female port and probably drill a hole in the front of it and just have an extra USB port coming out the front. So that way you can plug the controller in both.
You're really hurting your resale value cutting this thing up there, man.
Got to keep it in primo condition.
Yeah, this is
right.
This is a one-of-a-kind Paw Patrol cabinet, all right? You can't go and destroy it like
one
that.
of 4 ever made.
Yeah,
4 of a kind.
The one of 4 ever made it out of the warehouse.
I was really surprised when this showed up at my house. It was a giant box and it's already pre-made, right? So it's one of those one of the few that's already everything put together cabinets. And I was like, "What is this?" I turned it around and there she was. They exist in the wild. Has anybody seen this in the wild? Did you order it online, Mystery Encoder, and get it?
What? I don't remember. I mean, people were talking about BabyCades for a while, and then you asked what I was doing next, and I had been considering getting it for my kids. So I was like, all right, screw it, we're hacking it. Why not?
You got it, and it happened. And Angel, how did you get yours? Where did you order it from?
I have a funny story for that. I ordered it in Walmart. They canceled the first order. It was for $2 something. I reordered it again, and for the same price, $229 or $230, I think it was. So it was not getting here in time. When I saw that they dropped it from $179, I canceled my second order myself and then reordered it for $179. So I was like, I got it the next week. I was like amazed.
All right, we are back to our mod. And so this USB, again, is going to go straight into a USB-A port that's right here. So I'm going to move my mic a little bit over. Simple.
So what Tom was telling him about that being...
base on the back end of it or something.
What Tom was telling you about that metal being bendy, it's very thin compared to other Arcade1up cabinets, the metal shielding for it.
All right, there it
Watch
is.
Colin try to insert a USB.
I'm trying to stick it in. I'm trying to make me feel uncomfortable. I'm having issues there. All right. So that's that. We don't need to do anything with the micro USB port anymore, I assume. And then
Don't forget your switch.
What's that? Oh, yeah, we got to switch it back from off to on.
All right.
Then we're going to plug
Kong
these
demonstrates how much we care about the little flash switch, right? As it hangs and dangles from there.
in. And dangles. That's what I.
That's how my kids was for like 2 weeks. And if you saw his face the first time he saw me taking everything apart on the back of it, he's like, "Wait a second, you took my Paw Patrol thing and you destroyed it."
You destroyed it. It's just dangling.
That's
what are
probably
you
why
doing
I haven't
there,
done
right?
mine. I'm afraid to traumatize my grandson. I gotta wait till he falls asleep to do it.
All right, here it is. The moment of truth. Back
turn it on.
around.
It's gonna be like the FBI will be at your house in 5 minutes.
Nintendo's gonna knock on your door.
I don't know what you're talking about. All right, we have a loading screen. That's good. It says loading.
Look at those buttons and joysticks. I don't ever want to hear anybody
And their
complain
emulation
again.
station. I know it's a little bit bright to see, but there it is, y'all. We did it. The Mystery Paw interface is there, running a version of emulation station. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's a little bit bright.
Nice.
And then,
Is there too much light in your room, or?
yeah, let me turn off the light in my room so that you guys can see this a little bit better. But this is awesome. Holy crap, we did it. Hold on 1 second. We did it. We did this, and then we did this.
What is
You
that
did a custom
kid's
UI
cartoon
too.
where it's like, "We did it, we did it"? I think it's Dora the Explorer, right? Like,
Oh,
we did
At
it.
the end of the episode.
Yeah.
No swiping, okay?
Uh-huh.
This thing has coins or two.
There's a
Yeah,
little fake coin door. Look at that.
It's better than your Big
Yeah.
Blue, isn't it?
Yeah, no more complaining, guys. Hey, listen,
This is the pro edition.
This is
Hold
the
on.
Pro Paw Patrol edition.
Pro edition.
And you have Paw Patrol, MAME, Game Boy Advance, Nintendo. So these are all kind of like the things that are listed here right now. So if I wanted to go straight into the, well, Paw Patrol, you have to turn it off to go back into it. But let's try one of the MAME things and see if that
You
works
don't have
out.
to turn it off to go into Paw Patrol.
You have to turn it off, like once
You
once
do
you're in
not.
Paw Patrol to exit. Is that what you're
No,
saying?
you push the home button.
Oh, okay. All right. What do I
I think
press? The red button? Oh, red
I don't
button.
know which one it is.
All right. Red button loads up the game. So now that I load up the Paw Patrol, this is the stock Paw Patrol game that's still in the interface. That's right, correct? We're just
Yep.
adding more things to this. So yeah, once this loads up and you're playing it, did you say you can exit back to the menu? Or I think I saw that you have to just...
So if you push the home button, it should work.
Oh, look at that. You just press the home button and it goes back into emulation station.
That's cool.
There you go.
Huh.
You got it. By the way, it looks like we got a super chat that I missed. Console Fanboy says, Reb, check your messenger. Check your messenger, Reb. Not Rev, Reb. Thank you for the super chat, Console Fanboy. Appreciate that. All right, Tom Kurt says, woohoo, we got it. It's running RetroArch. Yes, this is running a version of RetroArch and Emulation Station in there.
Yep.
Yeah, for some reason, my 2-year-old nephew I gave this didn't fully appreciate how awesome it is to have all these awesome emulators. His loss, but there it is. Let's check out another one. So we're gonna go over to MAME, press our red button, and here's Asteroids, Galaga, Galaxian, Junior Pac-Man, Metal Slug, Ms.
Rev is
Pac-Man.
losing his shit over there.
What's that?
I said Rev is losing his shit over there.
I'm wondering how many kids are gonna get pushed aside while the parents want to play this.
Yeah.
That
For
may or may
Ninja
not be
Turtle-
what happened to my child while testing occurred.
Yeah,
Oh God.
it says EEPRON initialize complete. I haven't tested any of this stuff to see if it actually works, so we'll see. What do you use for coin?
I think it's volume up, but I don't remember because
Yeah.
so in RetroArch you have to use a hotkey to exit and to like do things like control volume.
Yeah.
So your hotkey is the home button. So if you're not pressing the home button and you do volume up, it doesn't turn the volume up. It inserts a coin.
Okay. Yeah. So right value.
And then your home button is also your start button, not just your hotkey.
Okay. There it is, and you can select your turtle. This is a 2-player version of Turtles. So we're gonna pick some Leo.
You
There it
hacking
is.
son
You
of the
have some-
bitches. Wow. Look at this.
It does feel a little like it's a little choppy. Is that like
On TMNT it was, from what I recall. It really depends on the game. Some
Is it?
games run really well. Some games run like garbage.
Oh, okay. So it's not as powerful as a PCB as some of the other ones that we've seen. that we talked-
So it's I believe it's a Rockchip 3328. So
yeah,
It
this
does
game
run
is-
it janky, dude. You can tell it's janky.
It's pretty janky. It's really slow.
Is this the main ROM?
yeah, part of that could also be just the RetroArch configuration itself. So I mean, some of this isn't tuned in RetroArch. And it
Okay.
could be like the cores that are being used. Like for instance, for GBA, I had to get BIOS for some stuff to work better.
Yeah.
Right.
And you might be able to reconfigure the controls once you're in Emulation because like this button over on the side is actually if for jump, this is the jump button, and then this is the attack button. So these two are backed out.
So the next thing to keep in mind that it actually says in the README is that if you use an SD card or a hub, what you can do is hold the home button and press F1 on the keyboard, and it'll bring you to the RetroArch menu. But you can't do it with just the cabinet itself.
Got it.
And
you have
that
to actually
way,
have a USB. So there is benefits to using an SD card because you can utilize that USB slot for
or
a
you
keyboard.
can use a hub, of course, right? So
Okay, that's right.
But the idea is that if you can get into those menus, you can reconfigure it and tune it for the games that you're putting on there for your kid, and that's not a major undertaking, I don't believe.
And that's what you need to do, right? Because these are the options that you have. So again, that is it. We spent the last hour and 4 minutes talking about this, but the mod itself took like 15, 20 minutes.
Hour and
max.
4 minutes.
No, it didn't take that long. I was talking to a-hole for like 20, 30 minutes before we even started this, but that's it.
Yeah.
Success.
To answer Rev's question about the power of that PCB itself, looking at specs on it, it's similar to a Raspberry Pi 3 once again. It may actually have a better GPU on it.
Let's play some 8-bit Battletoads since we're all excited about Killer Instinct, right? I actually like the 8-bit Battletoads version better than the 16-bit version that's on Genesis, but you know, tis what it is.
It has no place on an arcade machine. Come on.
Are you mad about that? The Battletoads?
Listen, it can be a bonus game. That's fine, but I don't think it needs to be on an arcade machine. Only arcade ROMs.
Yeah.
What, the old Battletoads?
No, the 8-bit and the 16-bit versions. The arcade Battletoads is great, but having a console game on a arcade machine is kind of like a cop out. I mean, I think that
did they do that for the Killer
Dude,
Instinct?
there's
Yeah,
not
they
enough
did.
companies
Okay.
building entire
Yeah.
businesses off that.
Yeah, well, they have the real Battletoads arcade version on there listed, but they have the 8-bit versions as the bonus games.
it's like
for
the
them,
bonus
but-
games, right?
Yeah, and this is actually, by the way, even though it looks like there's like a little diamond gate on the thing, so it looks like it might be 4-way only. I don't know, like, is it 4-way? Did you open this up at all?
I have no idea.
I might open this up and put a sandwall in here. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, why not? I mean, you could take it. You could drill that top out if it's just a physical restrictor.
Yeah, I think
Just drill that out.
light up buttons and things too. So
Absolutely.
oh, this is what you're talking about. Somebody actually added light up buttons to their Paw Patrol thing. Hold on one second. I'm gonna share my screen for a second. You guys can see something that might be done in the future, where you can take these and light up your buttons. That would be fun. All right, Mystery Encoder. What other future plans do you think? Is this complete? Are there going to be any future 2.0 versions of Mystery Paw, or is this kind of it for this version of this mod?
Really,
And go ahead.
there's nothing else to do.
What about the Pac-Man folks, though? Is it because you don't have it that's not going to be compatible to that?
Yeah, it won't be compatible with it. I don't know. I don't know if I want another BabyCade after this.
Oh, come on.
So yeah, this is a light up control panel with an extra button. Look at that.
I kind of like that. I mean,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Yeah, he did a pretty good job on it. That was a guy named Daryl.
All right, very cool. We have a third button option, and again, it's RetroArch, so you can now add some more functionality and customize that list. The list that he provided was more or less just kind of options that you can play with, so nothing that you have to do. But yeah, I'm happy that we did this. Thanks, Mystery Encoder, for all the stuff that you did, and thanks Ninja Turtle for pushing Mystery Encoder to allow us to do more things to our mod. But this is it. The Paw Patrol Pro Series is here, everybody. You don't need to wait for it. 19K Fox, give me your final thoughts on this mod.
And you know what? You could fit a 12-inch monitor in that. Okay, and if you could add. Well, they got 3 buttons. in that one mod. So I got the 3 buttons. So I want
Yeah.
to see Alien versus Predator, BabyCade. That's what
I want to see some custom skins on this, right? Like getting
Yes.
custom artwork.
Yes.
Yeah.
I want it molded in different colors, like a green. I mean, the blue's good, but if you do like a green, you could do turtles, you could do whatever. I mean, but yeah, I think AVP BabyCade edition.
Very cool. All right, Angel, now that you've seen this whole thing live, is this something you're going to be doing this weekend? You told me this is going to happen
definitely
soon, right?
gonna be. I'm definitely gonna do it for my grandson. I mean, he'll definitely love it. I think I might buy an extra one and put the Mortal Kombat skin and send it to Zohar.
Let's put a 32-inch monitor in it. Oh my goodness, these are interesting. Put in the chat if you have any other modding ideas. I'd love to hear it. But thanks, Angel. And again, for folks that missed it, if you weren't here at the beginning of the show, Angel, remind folks if they message you, what can they get?
They can get a light up kit. I will be doing a light up kit for this Partycade as well. I mean, not Partycade, for the BabyCade, as well as a sticker kit for the coin door, so it looks a little more authentic and stuff like that. But the first 10 people that message me, I already got like 2 or 3 hits already. So the first 10 people that message me will get that kit.
There you go. First 10 people to hit up Angel Otero Jr. is going to get that. All right, Rev. Final thoughts on the BabyCade. Thanks for joining us and giving us your thoughts.
No thoughts. I can neither confirm nor deny that I was here for this activity. This is ridiculous. My name is not Rev. My name is for the FBI. Call me P-Dubs. My name is P-Dubs for the FBI. You don't need to worry about me. I didn't see nothing. I don't know nothing. Bobby Blue's innocent. This is amazing.
This is where you need to put on your fake face. Go back to it. Can we get some...
dude, I'm sorry. I took it down.
Oh, it's done. It's done. Your camera looks beautiful anyways. Look at that. Look at the quality in your face.
It's out of
now,
focus. Get me out of full screen. I'm
Look
not
at
mode.
that.
Take me off.
Oh man, look up in his quality with his camera game and stuff. Almost looking as hot as 19K Fox.
Now I just got to learn how to use it.
Our Mystery Encoder, thanks so much for allowing us. We're gonna just see a lot of blackness here, but can you tell us anything about what's happening in the future for Team Encoder?
Not really. There's a lot happening. I think priority right now is definitely getting Pinball V4 out, which we've talked about on the website. That's one of the things that a lot of information kind of got cleared up on the website. There was a lot of people wondering what was going to be in that, and that's on that website. There's different information on what we actually want to do. Otherwise, there's a lot to come, but nothing to announce yet.
Infinity table?
What's that?
The infinity table?
I got something even better, actually. How about I send you the deck for my iArcade? Do you have an iArcade that you've cracked open yet?
I will confirm nor deny.
Ah.
But
he's saving the good stuff for Valentine's Day.
I want to turn a BabyCade into a fighting machine, get it on Wi-Fi, install FightCade, and then that's how Rev and I are going to fight each other.
There you go.
Oh, shit, that would be great.
BabyCade. Or if you can do at least 3 more, then you can do an MK. Maybe you can make that one on the left like a block or something. So super fun. Well, thank you all for joining.
Pinky for block.
Yeah, thank you all for joining so much this quick live demo talking about Paw Patrol mods, Mystery Encoder, Angel, Rev, 19K Fox. Appreciate everybody. It was a blast modding this with everybody. Hope you guys had a good CES. I thought this was more exciting than anything I saw was doing this mod. So I was super excited.
I want one of the golden T cabs. I'm not gonna lie.
The Pro one?
Yeah, I'm buying one of those golden tees. Yeah, get one of the
Pro
original
line.
So.
Yeah.
Since we have you on, are there future, besides that, are there any future cabs you're excited about getting to let people know what Mystery Encoder is interested in case they want to make that same investment?
So I'll be honest, the last time we talked, I said I didn't have very many Arcade1ups at all. And now I've got probably like 6 or 7. And
you've got the bug.
Well, the only reason for buying them is the group of us, that Team Encoder, are interested in seeing how each one of these individually works. So as a team, we have been purchasing pretty much anything that comes out and investigating all of them.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's for science, people. That's what it's for. That's why we break these open live, to see the guts and what's going on. But I appreciate everybody that's been here. Arcade1ups are like tattoos. First you get 1, then you get 10. You're not wrong, Office Arcade. You can't just bite 1. Anyways, that's it for today's show. Thank you all so much for being here. We'll see you next time.